Hey, travel agency owner, are you frustrated by where your team is? Well, maybe they're not hitting the goals you want them to reach or that they've set for themselves. Or maybe you don't have a number of people on your team that you're looking for. Well, either way, agency owner, today's video is all about you. Stay tuned to learn all about 3 ways you can support your independent contractors as they build their travel business. Hi, I'm Jo, a trainer with Wanderlust Social. And if this is your first time here, please drop a hi in the comments below so we can welcome you. And if you've been here before and find our information helpful, be sure to like the video and subscribe. Also hit the bell notification so you know when we release new information. Now, as I said, travel agency owner, today's video is all for you. That's right. So if you're just an agent, keep scrolling, turn it off. Okay, you can listen too. But travel agency owner, we have talked to literally hundreds of independent contractors, and we know what they need to feel supported and so they can grow their business. We also know what it takes for an agency owner to retain their team members, because let's face it, it's easier to retain one than to go find a new one, bring them on and get them trained. Now, if you're in the part where you're growing your team, make sure you stay tuned all the way to the end because I've got some juicy information for you. But let's get started on the 3 ways you can really support them and help them grow. The first thing is you want to create a supportive environment. Now, as an agency owner, I'm sure you've been to Facebook groups where new agents maybe ask a question and they're asking because they're seeking knowledge, and man, those travel agents who have experience, they get snarky, y'all. You don't want that happening in your agency. That is the quickest way that you will have agents leaving you. Instead, create a supportive environment. Make that Facebook group a safe place. So create a private Facebook group just for you and your agents where they can ask questions. And this is going to help in a couple of ways. First, they can ask questions, and maybe in the beginning, if you just have a few ICs or maybe they're brand new to the industry, you're going to be the one answering questions. But as it grows and as your team grows and as their experience grows, they're going to start answering each other's questions, and that's when it gets really exciting. That's building that sense of community, that they're not in a silo. We know how easy it is when we're at the house and we're by ourselves and we're working with clients and all we have is the computer in front of us. We forget that we're part of a bigger community, and the Facebook group's going to help you do that. Not only that, but those questions they're asking become searchable. So now you have an agency search engine. So one of the questions that brand new agents ask all the time is, how do I buy just tickets for Walt Disney World? They'll now be able to search that and find that rather than you answering that question a dozen times. Another suggestion in that Facebook group is ask questions that aren't just about their clients, but are related to travel so you can kind of get to know each other. You can set up polls that talk about, do you prefer window and aisle seat? Do you carry on? Do you check your bags? Do you overpack? Do you underpack? Those things to keep engagement up and that community going. Another thing to consider is having team meetings maybe once a month, and you can bring in your favorite suppliers to present, but this is a great opportunity to highlight and celebrate every single agent's success as they step into this new role and on this new journey. So think about it. If you have a brand new agent, maybe you're going to celebrate that they finished TPTK Plus, or maybe you're going to celebrate they got their first lead. How exciting is that? Remember when you got your text from your first IC and they're like, oh my gosh, I got a lead. It's so exciting. You want to celebrate those things. With your experienced agents, continue to celebrate when they hit those major milestones. Maybe you've got an agent that just sold their 10th Disney cruise. Wouldn't that be great? Or maybe they've hit $100,000 in sales. Celebrate all of those things in your team meetings. Be sure to put it in your Facebook group. Again, really wanting them to feel supported. Another thing to do is create systems that can be replicated. Things that they can do and use over and over. So I'm going to say something that may make some of y'all a little nervous, but hang with me. Standard operating procedures. No, believe me, it really will help. So standard operating procedures, if you're not familiar, is like an instruction manual. It tells your agents what they do from the moment they get a lead to like 6 months after when they return. And it goes through step by step by step so that your agents can take that, know exactly what you want them to do, and go step by step by step through the trip. It's going to allow them to feel more successful, to have something that they can look back on. It's also going to keep you from having to answer questions every time. Now, if you do find there's a question that's coming up over and over, like one of the ones for me with my agents is they're always asking, how do I get the emails that can be used over and over in our CRM? So here's what you do. In those cases, create a video. And it doesn't have to be fancy. You don't have to have fancy camera and stuff. Turn on whatever you use for your meeting. So if you use Google Meet or you use Zoom or Microsoft Teams, turn it on, hit record. And as you are doing it, record and talk through it. These videos should be easily consumable, so 2 to 3 minutes at max. Store them all in one place so they're easily searchable so your agents can find them, because we want them to be as independent as possible so that you can go about the business of being the CEO for your company. Other items to create that can be replicated for your independent contractors. Things like emails. Is there a set of emails that maybe you as an agent use with your particular client? So maybe there's a 10 days before their trip, you've got an email where you request for a final meeting to go over their itinerary, to go through everything. Maybe you've got a bon voyage. Maybe you have an email template that you use to send to hotels to confirm everything, that this is, they're staying in a king room, this is the package, these are the amenities. All of those emails that you can create and allow your independent contractors to have will really save them time. And if they are brand new to the industry, think about it. They've come from a completely different profession. Maybe they were an engineer, maybe they were a nurse, maybe they were a teacher. Those are going to help them get started and feel even more successful. And the more successful they feel, the more likely they are to continue to stay with you. Again, that is the goal, for them to be successful and to love you. Another one you can create and replicate and have them use is client touch points. If you normally send out a fact sheet, say you've got people who have never been to Disney World and they're going for the first time, and maybe a month before they go, you send out a fact sheet so they know about Disney. Because y'all, have you had this happen? I actually have. I had a lead send me a picture of the globe in Epcot, and the name completely escaped me. Y'all go ahead and put it in the comments. Don't come at me. Be nice when you do it. Put Spaceship Earth. That's it. The Spaceship Earth. He sent me a picture and was like, can my wife and I stay here? Y'all, he was serious because he just had never been. He didn't know. So now, 4 weeks before anybody goes to Disney World, especially if it's their first trip, I am sending them a fact sheet. Those are things you can create. Do you send out a packing list 2 weeks before they go so your clients know what to do? Again, by having all these things that can be replicated instead of created by your independent contractors, they're going to feel more successful. It's just, it's something easy. It's something you're doing. So allow them to have it. They'll feel more successful. The last thing is all these ICs that we talk to are telling us they want help with marketing. So let's talk about how can you support them and highlight them in your own marketing. So let's say you have, and I'm going to call it a parent page. So maybe your company is Bon Voyage and you've got on Instagram and Facebook, you've got a Bon Voyage page, and they kind of have the children's pages. So maybe it's Bon Voyage by Stephanie and Bon Voyage by Mark. However you name it is fine, but let's pretend we've got the parent one and we've got the children one. Okay. Because sometimes it feels like that. So we're going to have that. On the parent one, if you have a new person who's just joined the team, make a big splash. Susie Q just joined our team. This is her history. She's going to specialize in Disney and Universal. She's here and ready for you to book. Y'all, that's going to make a huge difference. Okay? Not only is that going to make your current ICs excited and feel proud and help them with leads, but other people are watching. There's other people who are wanting to get into the travel industry, and they're looking at you, highlighting your agents, and they're going to go, that looks like the agency for me. Okay, so do that on Facebook and Instagram. Something else to consider is once a quarter, send out a survey or a questionnaire to all of your independent contractors. Now, they're not all going to respond, and that's okay. It's perfectly fine. But the ones who do respond, you're going to take that information and use that in the marketing that you have coming up. So let me give you an example. So maybe in your Q2, you're going to ask them questions like, do you have any travel coming up that we should highlight? What are you working on right now? Or what have you worked on in the past couple months? Do you have a client with a testimonial you'd like to share? What are 3 things you tell your clients to do when visiting Europe? Do you have tips for packing? What hidden gems are you looking at? Ask them those questions, and then when you collect back from your travel advisors, you can then take that information and use it to highlight things again on the parent page. Another example is if you have agents who specialize in Disney. When Disney drops a promo, if you put it on the parent page, tag them. Again, anything you can do in marketing is what they are telling us that they want and they need support in. You might also consider having them write blogs. Now, there's a whole lot to blogs, and we will get to that in a different video. But to begin, just have them write, and you can have them write from experiences. So if one of your agents recently went to Italy and they went truffle hunting with a farmer and his dog, they can write a blog about that. And at the bottom, so it goes on the parent website, goes on your agency website, but at the bottom of the blog, put a button on there that says work with and whoever wrote the blog. Maybe they went to Disney and they went to Epcot and they did the behind the scenes tour. Have them write a blog about that and then say, interested in this? Book with Susie Q, or learn more about Susie Q and have it linked to their personal landing page on your website. You can also do the same thing with videos. Now, don't freak out about videos. When we think about videos, we think of like Disney food blog that has like 20 and 30 and sometimes hour-long videos. They don't have to be like that. Instead, set up a conversation and let them know what the questions are going to be ahead of time, but then go into whatever video you're using, whether it's Zoom or again, Teams or Google, hit record and just have a conversation. So if Susie Q went to Disney World, to Epcot and did the behind the scenes tour, and she doesn't feel comfortable writing a blog, maybe we're going to do a video and we're going to get on, I'm going to have her introduce herself, what is her specialty, and then I'm going to say, hey, tell us about this experience you had. What did you like best about it? Who would this be good for? And then you close with, at, what did I call it? Oh, at Bon Voyage, we're so excited to help you. If you're interested, you can contact Susie Q and put that information. Another way they're going to feel really supported, and it's going to help them grow their business. The final thing is they're telling us they want help with their own personal pages. So we kind of talked about that parent page, but they want help with their personal pages. This is where Wanderlust Social comes in. Wanderlust Social has everything an agent needs to market either a destination or a specialty. So like whether it's Disney World or maybe it's romance travel. But because Wanderlust Social is written by travel agents, we know the secret. And the secret is we don't really sell destinations. We sell our services to get to destinations. We're kind of like real estate agents in that regard. We don't own Disney. Wouldn't it be nice if we did? We don't own it, just like a real estate agent doesn't own the house. What they're doing is they're helping people get to that. And because we are agents and agency owners ourselves, when we write those bundles, we're writing with the mindset and from the point of view of providing services for our clients. So as an agency, you can purchase an agency membership and pick a couple of bundles and then allow all of your agents and ICs to use that. So they have it, it's ready-made, it's going to be easy. But agency owner, we didn't stop there because remember I told you there was something really juicy. Part of being an agency owner is not only growing up the people we have, but it's building your team. So whether you're an agency owner and you're just getting started or you're looking to grow your team, as of March 20th, 2024, we have a bundle that was written only for you. and it is called recruiting your team. Now, as an agency owner, we completely understand that there is a difference between an independent contractor and an employee. So we have made sure that the verbiage is correct. It's not we're hiring, it's join our team. It is not payday, it's commission disbursement. We do not train, we coach and we mentor. So we've got that in there. And one of the things that we're really excited about is how customizable this bundle is. The first thing that's in this bundle is for a way for you to really think about your ideal client. You've probably thought about that for your traveler. So somebody like you want to sell Europe, Ireland, Spain, you want to sell Antarctica, you want to sell Disney, Universal. But have you thought about who your ideal client is as an agent? Who's your ideal contractor? Do you want them to have a specialty? Do you want them to have traveled? So when you really start thinking about that, and we've got a way to work you through that process, and based on that information, it's kind of they've described it as kind of like a Mad Libs. Like there's a explain this, but you go to the stuff you've already filled out for your caption. So everything is there. Like I said, it's the most customizable. In fact, we've gone so far. Normally in most bundles, in every other bundle, we have included 20 photographs, each with 2 captions. But we thought that doesn't make sense for this one because every agency is so unique. So let's try this. In the comments below, let me know, what does your agency specialize in? Disney, cruises, all-inclusive, Europe, luxury FIT travel, equine, like maybe you specialize in horse riding tours in the United States and abroad. Whatever it is, drop it below. Because our thought was every agency is so unique that we don't need to put photographs in there. We need for a way for your fingerprints, your uniqueness to show. So instead of images, what you're getting is 5 sets of Canva templates. So like there might be one called Join the Team. There's a set called Join the Team. And every set will have a Facebook post, an Instagram post, an Instagram carousel, Instagram reel, and a Instagram story. So you will have all of those. And in them, because they're templates, we want you to drop your own photos. So if you specialize in Italy, you can be putting Italy photos in there. Disney, you put Disney photos in there. But even better than that is we challenge you to take it a step further. Instead of putting just destination photos, put pictures of yourself. If you have a team and maybe you've had someone travel or have them take a picture in their office or in their backyard, use pictures of your team. If you've happened to been like some agencies are doing retreats and you've had everybody together and you've got one of those photos, put them in there. Like I said, it is completely customizable. Most of our bundles, like I said, 20 images, 2 captions per image. Because this one is so unique and because we've walked you through the process of figuring out who your ideal contractor is, your ideal agent is, the captions are built to go in that. Like I said, it's a Mad Libs. One of the things that we know, and I'm probably talking in circles, so y'all hang with me. And if you've got questions, drop them below. But we know that if a image or reel or something like that on social media is word heavy, then the caption needs to be short. And that if there's not many words on the image or the graphic or whatever it is, the caption needs to be longer. So each set of Canva templates comes with 4 captions. Again, they're completely customizable. 2 are short, 2 are long. All of them highlight what you do. All of them highlight your services. All of them highlight why someone should come work for you. Lots of other bonuses and things that go into that particular bundle. So look for it starting on March 20th, 2024. That is the day it drops, and we're so excited. And if you like that bundle, let us know because we got some things in the work for you, agency owner. Agency owner, thank you for hanging with me today. Those are the 3 ways you can help your ICs and support them as they grow their business. Create a supportive environment. Create systems and items that are replicable, that can be replicated. and help with their social media, and their not so just social media, but help with their marketing. Wanderlust Social is here to help you with all of it, from blogs to images to captions to emails. We're here to support you. It's going to save you so much time. It's going to save your agents time. We wish you all the success in the world. Until next time, happy marketing.